Leave me alone. I don't know who Seymour is. Leave me alone. Alright! Hello. I am Bookface. And I'm back in this room. And I'm kind of blind. Can't wear my glasses with the mask on. It's a little bit of a challenge. I can't even see if I'm recording right now. I might not be, but if I am, you'll never know. Anyway, so, you know, I like animals. As you might have guessed from the whole fact that I have a series about specifically animals. But you know what else is cool? Plants. And you know, I don't think they get enough credit. Probably because they don't do much. And along with the study of cryptozoology, that I'm going to actually write it on the screen this time, there's also the study of cryptobotany. Ooh, fancy. What's that? Well, it's the study of cryptid plants. And frankly, this is fascinating. I just realized I closed my script and I can't get it because my script's on my phone and I'm wearing gloves. So it's going to be very difficult to access my script. Hold on. I can't do Face ID, in case you couldn't tell, because I don't have a face. Now granted, there are a lot less plant than animal cryptids, but that makes them so cool. That's what makes them so fascinating. And with all that, all that out of the way, let's jump right in. So first up, we have the death flower of the South Pacific. Forgot the name for a second. See, this is the big difference between when I record just audio versus video. I can't be looking at the script as I talk in this form, because then I'm like looking down. It was cited in 1581, almost messed that up, on a small probably South Pacific, but for some reason my notes say South American. Who's correct? Who knows? A small islet. That doesn't sound right. Called El Banur. And okay, so honestly, I could not find this on a map anywhere. I tried to look. Maybe I'm dumb, but also maybe, I don't know. Anytime I looked up the name, I just got this cryptid. But apparently the name means Island of Death, so I wouldn't particularly recommend it. This was described as a massive flower with a sort of vertical, uppy down kind of structure. This is what happens when I can visualize. I look like an idiot. If the shoe fits. And this flower, it smelled real good. If I had a nose, I'd be sniffing it. That hurt my face. Just top-notch scent. My dude, my broski, my what do the kids say these days? I'm old. And this scent was so nice that it would kind of lure people in. They're like, oh god, oh this mask stinks, oh god. They would smell, sniff, and would be like, hey, that's wonderful. I'm gonna go to that. This is a perfectly normal idea. And it was so nice that they'd decide, you know what?
I'm gonna sleep in this flower.
How many people pick their beds based on how nice they smell? I pick my bed, the way I choose my bed is determining whether there are monsters nearby. Haha, Minecraft reference. Yeah, I was just kind of like, sniff. Ow. And as the people slept in this flower, the petals would slowly begin to envelop them, and then digest them in stomach acids while the scent kept them asleep. That's horrifying. My nose itches. I mean, what? I don't have a nose. What are you talking about? You didn't see anything. But yeah, personally, I wouldn't want to be bored by a flower. Close my script again. Oh, come on, I know I can't use Face ID. I don't have a face. This episode of Struggle brought to you by me. Hi there. I'm your struggle man. So next up we have the vampire plant from Nicaragua. Pretty spooky sounding. We like vampires here, I think. They're also sometimes called vampire vines, Nicaraguan man-eating tree, and supposedly devil's snare. Now I'm a little hesitant to believe this one because propaganda. This tree had long, thin fibers that was just kind of wangle-dangle on the ground, and it kind of looked like a weeping willow. These vines were like very, very dark, nearly black in coloration, and had a strange viscous liquid covering that. Let's just skate past that. Bye. And when these vines come in contact with something, they wrap around it real tight. Firmly grasp it. And when you remove those vines, if you can, there's something in my eye. I guess I have one eye now. And when you remove those vines, it shows that they kind of have like suction cups, like a tentacle, and they like just give a big suck of the blood. What is this? They suck blood, and there's big red welts, and it's painful, and you die. Bookface shutting down. And when the vine has fully drained whatever sad victim it has, it just throws away the rest to just... Don't need that anymore. And lastly, we have the ya-te-veo. I believe that's how it's pronounced. And this was sighted in South America in 1887. And its name means, I see you. Which, either a cute name or a threat. And you know what? If I ever get a nickname, that's how I want it to be described. Some people also say it's from Africa, which I believe is, significantly different than South America, and it's a little bit questionable. But you know, my better source of the two that I chose says South America, so I'm going with that. The tree was described as kind of short with a thick trunk. This tree dummy thick. I had these like long vine-looking protrusions extending out of the top that would just kind of hang limp. And you know, it just kind of chilled because, you know, it's a tree. That's what they usually do. Except Friday nights, that's when they go out boogieing. Boy, I'm an old man. Was I ever cool? I have to reach into my face to itch. But, you know, when somebody walked in between the tree and the vines would kind of say,
"Does someone want a hug?"
and pull the person into the tree. And, you know, it's a little not good. You know, constriction is bad. Don't want to get choked unless you're corpse. But here's the tricky part. Ya-te-veo also has giant thorns along the trunk. So it's basically a giant Iron Maiden from nature. Pure organic medieval torture. Maybe it's Maybelline. And, you know, it'd kind of be just hug-juiced. Jug-hoose. Not neither of those sounded good. But it would just kind of be squeezed up against the tree and stabbed many times until all the blood drained out of it and sort of went into the tree for a nutritious breakfast. The blood of innocent victims, part of a balanced breakfast. They're great. And there we have 3 plant cryptids. What did you think? Would you have any of these in your house? If you would, you have issues.
Miss Seymour.
I don't know who Seymour is. Leave me alone. This guy. I'm going to try to do more videos in person just because I haven't used this mask in quite a while. And as much as I like the little bookmark dude here, say hi for a second.
You will face endless suffering, you giant meat puppet.
He's got issues. There we go. So I'm going to be trying to do more of these in my recording area things because, boy. Yep, that was the sentence. So if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. If you have any other suggestions for me to talk about while I'm in this sweat prison, let me know, and I will see you next time. Bye!